Hi everyone. This is to retake the revision chapter 6 to 11. So we'll just go through the content. So for chapter 6 is about water system, 7 is about the post-COVID design and ventilation system, 8 sanitary, 9 on water services, 10 will be mechanical facility drawing, and 11 on the regulation. So with that, water systems, key concepts that you will need to remember will be the chill water circuit diagram. The circuit diagram is pretty important in a way that you will need to understand what the circuit is all about, and then how you will need to kind of work on the water circuit calculation. The second piece will be the condenser water circuit diagram, where your circuit of the condenser water on calculating what is the delta T with the rho GH, then you'll be able to kind of work on your pump power. So water system is really important. That will actually enhance the way you look at things, and then the way the water is being conducted in particular this way. So that's chapter 6. Chapter 7 will mainly be focusing on the post-COVID portion of it. So with the post-COVID part of it, you will need to learn about the changes in the air conditioning program, emphasize on the improvement of ventilation of air quality and adaptation of the mixed mode ventilation systems. So this will be the key consideration of the building post COVID and some of the regulation changes. So you need to kind of understand where does it come from and how you apply that to the building design. Um, then the air conditioning guide will be on the preliminary measurements, increase in ventilation or air dilution part of it, and how this regulation go on the air dilution. Then you increase on your high efficiency filters, how you actually do that with higher efficiency filters like MERV 14, etc. Then implementing the strategic plan for the building management. So those will be the key important thing that you will need to look out for during chapter 7. With that, ventilation systems also will test you about the natural ventilation, mechanical exhaust, basically NV, how the supply exhaust is combined, and also talk about the application of car park, kitchen, toilet, staircase pressurized systems. So ventilation systems will consist of basically two pieces. One is the natural ventilation, one will be the mechanical ventilation and the supply of it itself. Chapter 8 talk about sanitary, and then it's important part of the sanitary system is the grease trap, ejector pump, the importance of the wastewater traps and the ventilation stacks. So those will talk about how you look at them in terms of IC or floor trap, wastewater trap, water trap. So this will be kind of tested and kind of shared. So it's not difficult, but it requires some time to learn. Chapter 9 talks about water services, about domestic water support and the mode of supply, what are the pumps, tanks, mechanical piping materials required, and then the maintenance that is required for your water systems. 10 talk about mechanical drawing, some of the systems, drawing interpretation. You will have to learn how to work on that, identify some of the symbols, and then handle some of the CAD files and standard and important on the standards, and of course the code of practice. Finally, chapter 11 is about regulations, some key regulations, swimming pool regulation, gas, green mark, indoor air quality, about SS554, and also some of the maintenance program. So with that, the summary quite fast. Chapter 6 about water systems. You need to focus on the chill water, condenser water system. Repeat that many times. Understand the pump calculation, including concepts like pump head, static head, friction head. Chapter 7 talks about the changes you need to learn and study about the changes due to COVID-19, emphasizing the improvement in ventilation and air quality, the differentiation between the natural and MV, which we usually call mechanical ventilation, and then with the application of car parks, kitchens, and toiletry. And then, of course, chapter 8 on sanitary systems, which you will need to learn about drainage system, including grease trap, ejector pumps, the importance of components like wastewater trap, ventilation, and of course, the sanitary systems. So with that, um, summary of chapter 9 will be water services. We need to understand the details or domestic water systems, pumping systems, discuss the maintenance and operation of water systems. So this part, we actually need to know what water services is all about, how it actually comes about. You'll probably need to answer to those questions on maintenance and operation of water supply. Chapter 10 talk about mechanical facilities drawings. The component interpretation will be kind of important, tested. Then we emphasize on the CAD standard, what's the best practice in drafting, that we will be kind of doing that. And finally, we will discuss about the regulation, a very high level, simple portion of regulation. And this is how we will kind of learn about the whole chapter. So in summaries, these are the few chapters. So happy studying, and then we can kind of go through your notes and then talk more about that. All right.